Moon Phases 2022, Southern Hemisphere, 4K. This 4K visualization shows the Moon's phase and libration at hourly intervals throughout 2022, as viewed from the Southern Hemisphere. Each frame represents 1 hour. In addition, this visualization shows the Moon's orbit position, sub-Earth and subsolar points, and distance from the Earth at true scale. Craters near the terminator are labeled, as are Apollo landing sites, Maria, and other albedo features in sunlight. Video credit, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center data visualization by Ernie Wright, USRA, producer and editor.
Certainly. In addition to the basic descriptions of moon phases, here are some more interesting facts and information about the Moon and its influence in the Southern Hemisphere in 2021. Tides. The Moon's gravitational pull has a significant impact on tides in the Southern Hemisphere, just as it does in the Northern Hemisphere. During a full moon and new moon, when the Sun, Moon, and Earth are aligned, the gravitational forces combine to create higher high tides and lower low tides, known as spring tides. Lunar eclipses. In 2021, there were lunar eclipses that could be observed from the Southern Hemisphere. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth passes between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow on the Moon. During a total lunar eclipse, the Moon can take on a reddish hue, often referred to as a and quat, blood moon, and quat, moon's path. The Moon follows a different path across the night sky in the Southern Hemisphere compared to the Northern Hemisphere. It appears to move from the right to the left as it progresses through its phases due to the Southern Hemisphere's different perspective. Stargazing. The Southern Hemisphere offers unique opportunities for stargazing because it provides views of celestial objects not visible from the Northern Hemisphere. The Southern Cross, Crux, for example, is a prominent constellation that can only be seen from southern latitudes. Moon's influence on wildlife. The Moon's phases can also influence the behavior of wildlife in the Southern Hemisphere. Some marine animals, like certain types of fish, are known to be more active during certain phases of the Moon. Cultural significance. Moon phases have cultural and religious significance in various cultures and traditions worldwide. In some indigenous cultures of the Southern Hemisphere, lunar calendars are used for agricultural and ceremonial purposes. To get specific dates and times for moon phases in the Southern Hemisphere in 2021, as well as to view 4K visuals of these phases, you can use astronomy apps, websites, or consult lunar calendars designed for your region. It's a fascinating way to connect with the natural world and explore the beauty of our celestial neighbor, the Moon. Certainly. Here's a brief summary of moon phases in the Southern Hemisphere for 2021. In the Southern Hemisphere in 2021, you could have observed the Moon going through its various phases, including new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, and waning crescent. These phases repeat in a cyclical pattern throughout the year, with each phase offering a unique view of the Moon in the night sky. The Moon's phases also influence tides and have cultural significance in many societies, making them a fascinating aspect of astronomy and culture in the Southern Hemisphere.